Hey ladies and gentlemen, how you guys been doing? It's your boys in here and welcome to week 7 as we're about to face Eric, Astronaut Kai and Bristol Bidoofs. Wow, that's a tongue twister there, but not really. It's just that my English sucks. So basically looking at his team, he's got a very threatening team. Zapdos is my main priority right now, main threat. And I aren't leading with Zapdos, I'm leading with Tornadoes, but at the same time I'm kind of expecting him to kind of see if I lead with Tentacruel and go for the Miro coat with Assault Vest, taking the Volt Switch and destroying something on the Switch, then I think he will see that coming. So I'm not gonna lead with that, so let's go right into this battle. Let's see what Eric has in store for us. Why is the backpack looking like a turtle shell? Did you ever seen that? Like, I always keep on having that mindset when I see the trainer's backpack. But anyways, it's like a freaking Ninja Turtle thing. Anyways, he's gonna go for the Volt Switch here, and I was kind of expecting that. I mean, it's a pretty no-brainer. I don't got a ground immunity to the likes of this, so I have to switch out to Hydreigon. Pretty much my best option for the likes of Zapdos. Kind of scared of Hidden Power Ice potentially, but Ninjask is also a threat because he can potentially go for the Volturn right here, ladies and gentlemen. That's the one thing I don't want. But I'm seeing Protect, and the only reason he would have Protect here is if he actually expected me to be Scarf to see what kind of move I would go for, and normally I would probably outspeed him. So that was a good move on his behalf. I can definitely understand his logic behind his plays. As I go for Air Slash here, don't really do much. But now here is where I actually made a misplay. I expect him to overpredict me to switch out to Hydreigon, but then I realized, wait, even if he does expect me to switch out to Hydreigon, there is nothing he loses by going for the Volt Switch. I don't got a single ground type Pokemon again, so to speak. Anyways, yeah, I get a detrimental damage onto me. My Tornadus is heavily wounded. I had to take him to the hospital as my Pokemon are standing his ground, defending the fool. So he's gonna go for the Sludge Bomb here. I do have Lum, so I can take this. Yeah, this is why I switch into it. Plus, potential Spore could also be coming in. But luckily enough, he does not poison us, which is pretty huge for what you're about to see in the next 3 turns. Is gonna be the reason why. So, gonna go for the knockoff here, thinking I can 2-shot this. But ladies and gentlemen, I haven't knocked off a single item from this, which means he doesn't have it. Now, luckily, knowing Eric and knowing how Scald works, it will most likely burn me. I got a Lumberry for the sole purpose of stuff like this happening and Hex not playing against me. So I managed to avoid that, but unfortunately, he managed to survive. I believe I did get some maximum rolls there because this was meant to be going against Weavile, and the way he survived, for me to kill him off in 2-shot, that was like 12%, and he survived with like, I don't know, 4 HP from what that HP bar was at there. I could barely see it for what it was worth. So Rotom coming in, I go for the Volt Switch here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna switch out, or if I kill him off, that's okay. But he's most likely gonna preserve his Melodic, for it is Melodic, and a good Death Bar could be very useful. And Eric is an excellent player, so I know he's gonna play that game. As I go for Air Slash here, and seeing the damage, that is most likely Assault Vested, if not even EV Spread put into some special defense, because that took it really well. And Poison, just great, because Big Boss now is put onto the timer, and he still got too many Pokemon for me to be looking all that healthy. Not to mention that Big Boss has already been put into the hospital. Now he's coming back and still getting poisoned, and gotta take Big Boss back to the hospital, but not until he spreads some poison around. So that is pretty great, because Zapdos, the way he brought him in, here's a thing, this Zapdos is Scarf. And a Scarf Zapdos, Weavile could have been a huge problem, but I would have never seen a Scarf Zapdos coming in. Outside of Scarf Zapdos, Weavile could have destroyed him if Melodic would have been taken down there. So that is how threatening Weavile was towards his team, and that is why he planned solo being his melodic not having an item solo based on facing a Weavile like that. So that was pretty crazy. But then again, thinking about it, what would happen if I put up the rocks? Then you would have been two-shotted no matter what. But it didn't come down to that. So anyways, he does the Volt Switch, back to Ninjask, a no-brainer. I have to preserve my Tornadus. I got this feeling that Tornadus will be very important, and I wanna scout. I can switch out to Rotom if it's got Aerial Ace and X-Scissor. I resist both, but the thing is, I have to scout if he's got potential Night Slash, which he may have gone right here for it, which I do have justified with increase my attack, but he doesn't seem to go for it. So I'm starting to debate whether or not what his last move is all about. I do go for the +2. He does decide to sack his Melodic. Here's the thing, the reason he sacked Melodic instead of switching out to Zapdos being Scarf is because I could have potentially Stone Edge here, because Ninjask is weak to Stone Edge as well as Zapdos is weak to Stone Edge. I know fully well he's gonna play that middle game and decide to sack Deathfire, his Melodic. Here's where he reviews that he is of course Scarf, but I normally didn't know this yet because I don't got the speed to outspeed a timid Zapdos, but I do have investment in HP to survive this Heat Wave and retaliate with a Stone Edge and take him out. So that Sword Dance on the Melodic was, I could say a clever move on my behalf. I'm not gonna bash down my plays here, as well as I'm not gonna bash down my opponent's plays, of course, with that Melodic being very well prepared for the likes of Weavile. But I'm gonna preserve my Cobalion here because I have to. I have this feeling that with the lack of Stealth Rocks, I don't see a Fortress. I may still have some use for Cobalion, who knows. But Ninjask proves to have the strength like no other buck out there outside of Scizor and maybe a couple of hundreds more. Still, Ninjask does have the strength to two-shot with an Aerial Ace. It's freaking 60 base. What strength does Ninjask possess? A strength that I'm pretty much terrified. I have to keep on switching out to Scout. When not he does have Night Slash, I'm switching back to Rotom to basically get some more Regenerator going, but I cannot believe he actually two-shot a Tentacruel. I'm not defensive, but then again I have full HP investment, which was pretty bulky on its own, but that's pretty surprising. Ninjask is quite powerful. Maybe that was a mid-max roll, maybe 2 max rolls, who knows. I'm still scouting here with Rotom switching back to Hydreigon. I have to exchange some damage output, which is pretty bad, but Rotom is Specs. He's in there to just damage, and he doesn't have the bulk to keep on taking moves, so I may as well just scout, and I do proceed to do so. He's gonna go for Air Slash here, and I'm starting to see the way he didn't Night Slash my Rotom, he does not have Night Slash. So he most likely has other things, and I'm thinking, because I asked Eric, he does have Metal Claw for the likes of Mega Diancie. So Metal Claw could be very detrimental if he ever decides to use that, because there's a high chance of attack increase, and knowing me going against Eric, that chance is most likely like 80%. So he's gonna go for Air Slash right now. I mean Aerial Ace, not Air Slash, wow, that still does a significant amount, but I know fully well that I may take one more X-Scissor from this range. I'm guessing. So he's gonna protect right now. The Scout won't kind of move I will lock myself into, probably thinking that I'm Scarf, but I am not. I cannot seem to say if I actually showcase that I got, well, I showcased Volt Switch, so he may think, he may know that I am indeed Specs. Did I Volt Switch on anything else on his team? I doubt, because this Fiend is very strong. So at this point he may have realized that I'm Specs, and I'm not Scarf, so I'm not going to be speeding his Ninjask any day soon. But what I can do here is switch out to Hydreigon, and Hydreigon is going to go for Dark Pulse. There's a 20% flinching chance. I do manage to crit. He took that really well, but don't worry. Hax is going to collide down in some revenge, as he's going to manage to crit and poison. So that is pretty damn terrible, because now I'm basically on a timer. I have to overpredict. Gonna go for the Flash Cannon, expecting the Altaria switch, but he makes a clever move here, knowing that it's a little bit too risky. But if I had a fire move, that could have been pretty terrible for him, for Amoonguss is very important, and I felt that 50-50 chance there. I overpredict, and that was huge. So Hydreigon is gonna be taken down by Amoonguss, and Rotom is gonna come in. Altaria is gonna come in, but I am Choice Specs, and he is underestimating the strength that Rotom does possess. I mean, looking at the damage on normal Altaria, this is quite significant amount of damage, and I do have enough speed to outspeed normal Mega Altaria like this. So, generally speaking, Shadow Ball, Specs, will it be enough? And Oh, Rotom, what a strength. Valor. He is the team Valor, truly. I mean, doesn't he have like V things pointing out? I mean, he is clearly the epicness, just absolute machine. I don't know what to call him anyways. So I'm gonna switch out back to Cabell, and he's gonna go for the Sludge Bomb. I'm gonna go for an Iron Head here, do a lot of damage, and I flinch. Now this is huge because I know fully well he's gonna take advantage of Regenerate, but ability of his will give me some proper points of predictions. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not playing any games. I have to play smart. So I'm gonna go for SD, expect him to switch out, go for Iron Head again, and that does a lot of damage, 75% from the likes of it. He's gonna go for the Trick Room. Are you freaking kidding me, Eric? You got Ninjask. Why are you running Trick Room? Why are you drunk? What the hell is going on? So Eric, pretty much looking comfy right now. He knows he's gonna go for the sweep. Ladies and gentlemen, he said good game at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Eric, you played what the hell? Tornadus! Tornadus! What is going on? Tornadus again, pulling through 1 HP survival because he's got the nature that boosts his special defense. Just crazy stuff. The poison gotta take him down, but the big boss, the big savior, is gonna be taken down as well. So you have gone down in Vala, my friend. Anyways, Ninjas is gonna come in, but the Trick Room is around, which actually applies that the Rotom is gonna outspeed it, and Ninja is gonna be taken down. This is probably one of the few times you will see a Rotom outspeeding a Ninjask without being Scarf. So I think he's gonna switch out to Among Us, go for the Giga Drain being his best bet. Sludge Bomb I do resist, and I managed to survive with 2. Rotom, the absolute epitome of God. Right now I don't even know what's going on, but it does just about enough damage. Trick Room goes away. Rotom, will you have enough? Come on, Rotom, you Shadow Balls to the face. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, pulling through Dimension with 2 HP survival, 1-0 score. That match was incredible, Eric. Thank you for the match. He made some misplaced late game, he realized, but it came down to be just about the best bell I could ask for. And generally speaking, like, I'm not into the playoffs right now. Like, I could be playing for the playoffs, but honestly, this bell right now that I had was all freaking worth it. Like, no matter what would have happened in the end, if I would have failed to two-shot him, it would have been, it would have been completely worth what it was. That was one spectacular bell, man. So, thank you for the match, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen Tornado survive with 1 HP? What do you think about that? Have you seen Rotom? The Valor one. I mean, I'm sorry. People call it standard form. No, okay? He is Rotom V. Rotom Valor. That's right. Vicky Grander, are you watching this? Sorry, man. I had to disappoint you. Yeah, Chris, he was wanting me to lose. Not happening any day soon, my friend. Rotom, he's been a laughingstock. I hope he change your mind regarding it. For I think that Rotom's typing, even after having lack full HP, Rotom's typing truly stands out in this format. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care. Peace.